Hello everyone and welcome to today's lesson about making bar graphs. It's very similar to the picture graphs we've been looking at before, but this time we are going to be creating just a new type of graph so we can learn to analyze it later. Before we start up with that, I'm going to jump into our problem of the day so we can warm up our brains. You can solve along with me. Oh, it looks like I already solved it. We're going to erase this. So now we're going to solve our problem of the day. That's just to warm up our brains. Like each picture equals one vote. They voted for apples or bananas. And 1, 2, 3, 4 people voted for bananas. How many people chose football or baseball as their favorite sport? Now going into this one, we only need to know about football or baseball. It wants to know how many people chose either of those. We want to combine them. So here's football, here's baseball. We don't need basketball. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 footballs and 3 baseballs. We're going to add, because each picture equals one vote. We want to know together. The answer is 9. Did you get 9? Now that our brains are warmed up, we're going to investigate the math a little. We'll be using a tally chart and finishing it, and using that data to create a new bar graph. So, it says all these people voted for vehicle types: sedan, SUV, truck, taxi. All are different types of cars. So it looks like 8 people voted for a sedan, 8 people voted for SUV, 3 for truck, and 5 for taxi. If we go in, we get to fill in our bar chart. The information is stacked, I would say, and this is called a vertical bar chart because the information is on a vertical axis. So a sedan has 8, so we're going to color in 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sometimes I like to color it that way, makes it a little bit more efficient and neater. Also 8 SUVs, count it out and color it in. I want to make sure it's all the way colored in so I can really see my data and not get confused on it. For the truck, there was 3. On the taxi, there was 5. And there's our chart. We were able to turn one graph into another. Let's try another one together. In this one, it gives us the information, but we have to first create the tally chart and then use that information to make a horizontal bar graph, which means the information, what we're measuring, is on the horizontal. The best way I like to remember horizontal is the horizon, where the sun rises. The sun rises on the horizon, just like horizontal, where vertical is just up and down. So in a survey, 4 artists paint using watercolors, 5 artists paint using oil, and 2 artists paint using pastels. So we'll do tallies first. 4 watercolors, 5 oil, and 2 pastels. Make sure you write your totals. It's a lot easier to go back and check those numbers than it is to count the tallies. Now that we have our information, we can go in and fill in the bar chart. Each box represents one vote. There were 4 votes for watercolor, so I'm going to fill in 4 boxes. There were 5 votes for oil, so we're going to fill in 5 for oil. And there were 2 for pastel, so 2. You notice that the numbers are on the side, so you can easily measure. You could go, oh, it goes up here. I'll follow that line and get to my number. So we're going to do our Explore and Explain, which is to ask different classmates about their favorite winter activity. But because our classmates are not here with us today, You can ask friends, family, call people on the phone, do what you've been doing for your picture graphs or other survey data things. I'll give you my vote. My favorite winter activity is ice skating, so you can include my vote on your chart. And go ahead and make your own bar chart. So instead of a picture graph, instead of drawing little pictures, you just color in a square for as many votes that you got. A bar graph uses bars to show data. To make a bar graph, color one box for each vote. Bar graphs can look different. So as we were talking about earlier when I was saying vertical and horizontal, one way is having a vertical bar graph, which means the information are stacked. They're stacked up on top, making it a tall column, and a horizontal bar graph, which has the information on the bottom one after another, all sitting on the horizon there. Let's finish one together before I send you off to finish your packet. We're going to color these in based on what the tally chart shows. So make sure we're reading carefully. Favorite muffin, tally, total. Favorite muffin, number, muffin. So we have muffin types and how many. Looks like there were 4 blueberry muffins. Because this is a vertical bar chart, we're going to move this way because our information is all stacked. 4 blueberry, 2 strawberry, 1 lemon, and 5 cherry. Even just by looking there, you can see what was the most favorite and what was the least. Yes, the first chart tells us that information, but having a visual like a bar chart helps you see it a lot more clearly. I can't wait to see all the good work you do on the rest of your math, and I will see you next time, guys. Bye!